Hi, Kevin.
Hi,
How did you
Dorothy.
s- how did you sleep last night?
Um, Not enough. Maybe
Why?
5 hours.
Why?
Berlin show and lots of oh, right. Oops,
Ah.
let me take Fluffy from you. Played it in Magnet Club, and the guy who books the tours for me lives there. So it wasn't like a big party. It was just like talking, hanging out, and then he has a really lovely big bedroom, but big windows with no curtains. So by like 7:30,
Oh.
sun is streaming in. So I slept like 3.5 hours and then on and off after that. And yesterday was a 7-hour drive from Munich to Berlin. So I'm just I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
But yeah. How did you sleep?
Well, really good. I
Good.
guess. Yeah.
Uh,
So you're actually from New York. How do you deal with jet lag?
um, I think it's usually worse going home than coming here.
Okay.
I think it always takes me a minute to get readjusted back home from a Europe trip or a UK trip, and I just try to stay up till normal sleeping time. You have to like break it, the habit. The first couple of nights are always a little like, and that's kind of nice because you're usually waking up very early too. Because if I'm up at like 7 or 6 a.m. in New York, it's like noon here,
Yeah.
or 1 p.m. So I don't know a great way to deal with it besides to just sort of ride it out and just like kind of inch back towards the normal schedule.
Yeah.
So let it be. Time heals all wounds.
Do you have a notebook beside your bed to write some notes down? Or,
Like dreams or things if they come to me in the night.
yeah, or for songs or something.
No, I don't. I keep books I'm reading right next to the bed and a little light to read, and I have a phone, and sometimes if something comes to me I'll but that's very rare. I don't really journal my dreams or anything like that. I don't remember them super vividly, like maybe 90% of the time. Usually even if something sticks, by the time I go to talk about it, it's like dissolving.
Yeah.
So maybe I should start keeping a notebook to try to remember, but I don't now.
Did you had a stuffed animal as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was it?
I had a few probably, but the one I had for years was a little teddy bear called Fuzzy,
Oh.
and Fuzzy, Fluffy. Yeah. I got him when I was like at kindergarten, first grade, second grade. He was he was like this, and he had like a head that was more like, it would like go like this, and then you have to kind of, and I gave him to my first girlfriend to bring to Italy on a high school trip, and she left it at the hotel, but then 6 months later the hotel sent it back to her. So I had it. I didn't have it, but it was in my parents' house until I was in college, and it had gotten pretty beat up. Like me and my brother would like wrestle with it and stuff, and it had like its eye fell out, and one of its arms was like,
Yeah.
And I think I came home once from college, and my parents had like given all of this childhood stuff to like Goodwill, which went to like like impoverished families that. And so that's great that it found a good use, but also there was a part of me that was like, well, you could have like asked us about that before you like put all our memories out on the. Although I have a friend who came home from college, and as he drove up to the curb, all of his trophies from his high school sports and stuff were out on the curb, and his father had made his living room into like a hangout room for the father. So at least they didn't do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, here are your accomplishments on the street. But so Fuzzy may be dead by now, but I did have Fuzzy was my friend for 12 years, probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Or wherever you are. Yeah.
So, the last question. Which monster sleeps under your bed?
When I was young, I was like excessively scared of Freddy Krueger. Like extraordinarily scared. I would dream about him from first grade to fifth grade. And I remember vividly the two dreams I had where I got Nintendo and I was playing like Mario Brothers all the time. And I had a dream where he was about to kill me and the Super Mario Brothers theme song came on. And Mario, you know how in those games you have to jump on something and that's how you kill it?
Yeah.
Mario landed and jumped on top of Freddy Krueger and it said like 5,000 points.
Yeah.
And he died. Freddy Krueger was the monster under the bed for sure. And there's a club in Munich I played on this tour called Firework.
Firework?
Yeah. And there's a band apartment and after the show's over and everyone leaves, I was the only person like in the whole building. Like no one was like, working there or that's this big old building outside the city center, like quiet. And I had, for the first time as an adult, because I'm not a particularly superstitious person, but I had this like, I heard this thing and I thought like, I got like spooked, like genuinely I was kind of like, oh, I'm like alone in this building and it's like 3 a.m. and there's all these weird creaking noises and what if someone's here? But that was more of a fear that the monster under the bed was going to be like some drunk person trying to like break in and steal my shit. But you know, now I think the only monster under the bed is like you know, the monster that's always under the bed, which is like your own worst impulses and like some sort of anxiety or but it's not like someone who's going to put knives through my stomach like Freddy Krueger. So the monster changes when you get older. Have you heard that Eminem song about the monster under the bed? I heard it like all over the US when I was driving on tour right before I came here. Rihanna sings the chorus. I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Yeah. It's about Eminem being crazy but making peace with it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, for a pop song, it's great.
So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.